stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Oh, I can't fill this seat.
Not much on the agenda, that's for sure.
There's a few little documents that came in the mail, put in your folder, Sean,
Okay?
and you can just kind of read them so we get them on the record.
Sure thing. Okay, first order of business. Make a motion to accept the minutes.
As printed, second.
Any discussion? Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Pat?
I don't think you'll go through a whole tape tonight, folks.
You never know. Okay.
Open forum?
Open forum, anybody? Any discussion, anything,
You got anything, Rose?
department updates, we can't do any of those, because we don't have anybody here yet. The county treasurer, administrative assistants. Dan, anything, you have anything? There's our finance committee
I
chair.
got nothing.
Nothing? Okay, that's even better.
Big envelope out there, in the mail
It's all
table.
bills.
Oh, I think I know what it might be.
From the state.
I hate it, yeah.
Do
Department of Ed.
those.
Letter from the Mass Municipal Association talking about the annual business meeting, January 25th at the Heinz Convention Center in Boston. Wild and Scenic, December 12th.
And that's gonna be in Chesterfield, 397 Main Road, 6:30, 8:30, anybody's interested. Everybody's welcome.
I'm at school, right? So I will not have to be working.
I'll take care of that. What do we have there?
I got a check for $2,521.
From the town of Beckett.
We're not entirely sure what it's for,
Yeah, we're gonna find
if it's
that
last
out.
winter's plowing or.
Let's see, attach the warrant number. Let's see, where's the warrant? Anything else?
Yeah. All it's got is a warrant number on it, AP 14-20.
They paying or collecting?
They're giving it to us.
They're paying. Do we know what that is?
Probably, connected with the school bus.
I'll bet you it is, yeah.
You know, probably their share of the drivers and all that.
Okay, good.
Should be a hefty amount.
Yeah.
And for the record, we have an employment application from Rose Gordon. And that's applying for is it the assessor's position? The assessor's position. And I think you were here when we discussed it last week. We're gonna wait until the full board's back. But thank you
Yes.
for putting in an application.
I need the signature on the application for a grant from Berkshire Regional Planning.
Okay, yeah.
We're applying for a grant to get help on the home occupation.
Oh, the bylaw.
The bylaw, yeah.
I thought they did it gratis.
I think we must have one.
No, I mean, I thought they did it gratis.
Who?
Berkshire Regional Planning.
No, they get money from the state,
Oh, okay.
and so, and they divvy it up, you know, I don't know how many grants, so.
And this is just the application for it.
Yeah. That's It's due tomorrow, so it's like, oh.
Do tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to snow.
Okay, let's see, what's the date today?
It must be the night.
Yeah, today's the ninth, tomorrow's the tenth.
Thank
There we
you.
go, you're welcome.
Drive carefully,
Yes.
drive carefully.
Roy's Drive.
Even better.
That's good to drive.
It's much better than here.
It's terrible over here.
You got anything for us, Dick? or-
No, I just came for the entertainment value.
Yeah, there you go.
Into what
Not
Jo-
much delay, as you can see.
into what Jody wouldn't know what the tree was.
I went to the Hinsdale Finance Select Board meeting last Wednesday for the school committee.
How'd that go?
Well, I did carry and I had my vest on. You know, I actually went fine, it was, you know,
Yeah.
My buddy didn't make any noise?
Mike,
Yeah.
oh, well, yeah, he had all the questions. Yeah. I like Mike, Mike's a good guy.
He
A lot of it is things he just didn't understand, and when Dr. Cameron explained it to him.
Yeah.
You know, like how come money didn't come back when the state reassessed and everything.
Oh, he knew that. I explained it to him.
Well, maybe he was just looking for, you know, public comment.
Yeah. No, he knew the answer to that one.
Jan, do you have anything for us?
The Berkshire Regional Health Alliance is proposing to do a program on winter health strategies.
Yeah.
Would like to do it at the COA in January. They're going to send us a sort of flyer on it, and then we'll get with Jeff Santel on that and see if we can make that work out.
That'll be open to the entire.
Yes, it will.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to, you know, put a notice in the tracks, and
Yeah.
we'll be open to anyone.
Nothing new from Comer as far as I know. Washington Mountain Road, how that, anybody go to that meeting the other day?
I saw Ken, he was just here, he was supposed to go.
Yeah.
And yes, you get the chief, maybe whoever else we can get.
Yeah.
Muster up,
I didn't know it was a meeting, so. What was that? Why did they need a meeting now? I thought they were gonna put it out to bid by about now.
Exactly, yeah, I don't know. Wonder if Dave's coming tonight.
No, he was, I was gonna ask him, he was plowing. Plow down. Saturday afternoon. I don't understand that. I don't know what the heck he was doing. But normally I wouldn't say anything.
Right, was there any snow? I mean, I was working.
Not by that time, no.
By that time, no. What time was it?
3 o'clock in the afternoon. Maybe that's somewhere around there. I wouldn't have noticed except I was out there peddling Christmas trees.
Awful cold.
Yeah. You have a good crop this year, or no?
Oh, I had plenty.
Oh, did you?
I had plenty.
Yeah.
I put the sold out sign out this morning.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Okay, you gone, huh?
Oh.
I reached my limit.
Really?
You don't usually sell out this early, do you?
No, I got more Thanksgiving weekend. Yeah. Before this weekend started, I had already sold 140. It's, you know,
Let's hope we get an update from Ken. Ken's not here.
I guess, yeah.
Ken's gone?
Ken?
I'm gonna have to raise the price just to keep the crowds down.
Jody, where are you going?
What do you
You
want?
got anything for us?
Doesn't have any lights on or anything. But I don't know what you wanted on the Conservation Commission meeting. They set the public hearing date,
Yeah,
When was it? Set for the 19th?
except for the 19th.
right.
It's being advertised on the website.
Yeah, so what do you need to know?
And there's, I don't, he asked me if I went to the Conservation Commission meeting. And I said I did not, but I didn't know if you wanted that information when the hearing date was.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I know.
You gonna be around?
Oh, yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, okay.
Of course,
Where's that fish?
Good evening,
What
gentlemen.
do we do? I think we wanted this first, though.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Well, I
mean-
just wanted to get
Very good.
approval, I'd like to get lines put up in our office.
We're gonna have to refer that to the Town Hall Building Committee.
Oh, wait a minute.
Okay,
Refer to the tax collector's expense account.
Ah.
We'd just be done with it.
Oh, it's coming out of your, I mean, yeah, we
It's not
can,
expensive, just take it out.
we can get them down home.
Yeah, what do you need, a couple burlap bags or something?
For you and everything.
For blinds?
Burlap bags.
There's like burlap bags.
Burlap bags may be more expensive these days.
Yeah, really.
okay,
We used to use it.
okay.
Yeah, we'll have to measure them out, and then we go down the Home Depot, and they'll cut them for us, and be done with it, you know?
Yeah,
Standard white, right?
standard light. The bees
What do you
have
think?
gone down for now.
I think it ought to be paisley.
You're waiting until spring and then I'll reappear.
So, when do you want these blinds? Pretty quick?
Well, if we can, it's just that.
Yeah, it's this time, the sun, this time of year blind you.
Yeah.
Do we have the money for this?
Well,
She does.
Actually, I use the
Told her that.
It shouldn't cost that much,
She
should it?
doesn't, no, she doesn't need approval for something like that, she just does it.
Yeah.
well, my case said I had the approval.
Oh, he's wrong.
Put it right back on mine.
Well,
It's not the first time.
right.
You administer your expense account, and that's really what you're doing.
All right, so we'll get hold of that, and me and Ed will put them up,
Sounds good.
okay?
Okay.
Sooner the better, so stay on us, make sure we get it done for you.
Right.
You know how it
Will do,
goes.
don't worry.
All right?
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, just make sure it gets charged to the right account when you're done this.
Right. You know, I'm sure we'll match it what we got, right? You want to stay with the same thing throughout the building if you're
Yeah.
gonna, wouldn't you think?
Anything new on Cross Place?
Okay.
Nothing new
Good.
in this place, per se. Not as far as it goes.
Washington Mountain Road, did you go to the Conservation Commission?
No, I didn't.
Well, for the record, we were just told that it's December 19th. Public hearing.
Public hearing,
Public hearing.
yes.
Oh, for the culvert pipes?
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure you're there.
Yeah.
nothing new on 5 acres from Pittsfield. Lots Road, I don't think anything has come up with that one. Town Hall?
I was just gonna wait till after the holidays and stuff, get the town hall usage committee together and see how much money Dick has and.
He doesn't have any.
So,
Anything new on the culvert maintenance plan from last week?
No, I haven't talked to Phil on that. Well, we do have the manual, that draft, and I did send it to Mark Moore, which is why we generated it in the first place, I think. So I had to send it to him twice. I sent it to him once and he replied, said thank you, and then a week later he said I didn't get it, so I sent it to him again.
did you talk to Craig about that, that special license? What was that license? Or the, was it the,
Over Gardner Woven license?
no, the culverts and, what was it, remember we were talking about last week?
Wait,
What was that, Jan, remember?
Needing a special license to haul junk that you take out of
That's
the
it.
culvert away.
Actually, look at that.
well, yeah, no, that's still up in the air, what, we're actually, how we're gonna go about even testing the material before we take it.
Okay.
And then they have to be licensed, I don't know, probably a hazmat endorsement, I would think. Right? To haul hazardous material, you need a hazmat endorsement, CDL. I guess, but I don't know if you have to be, what permitting there is for,
And it's
Hazardous
actually
material.
Were you here, Dick?
I think it gets highly involved.
Yeah, I now,
or will get highly
right,
allowed by
when we're
that
here,
order.
we're talking about, removing, once we do the culverts and all that stuff, that the soil that comes out of the bankings, right, Dave, and,
The soil,
Surrounding
any
it.
debris that you take out of,
yeah.
It's considered hazardous material.
yes.
It could be.
And yes, and it has to be tested before it's removed from site according to that, which would mean a professional come out to the site and test it. Now, doesn't that sound expensive just by what I just said?
Sounds stupid.
Yeah, but it sounds expensive.
Exactly. But
And expensive. But
Yes.
But
That's what I'm saying. I'm worried about that paragraph.
Is there,
I,
is there a copy of the, how about, what's her name, Kathy? Which,
Kathy, what'd she do?
the deal,
Kathy Stevens, Mass Highway?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she deals with chapter 90 funding, but not so much.
Well, but can she put you on this, I mean, they, you know, Mass Highway must deal with that
They
situation
do.
all the time.
Well, that's where this came from. This was, it's right in this manual from Phil Clark.
Yeah,
That's
that's
where
what
we-
I'm saying is, for a small town, it can get awful expensive just to clean culverts.
So,
Especially if you're having someone tested before you remove material.
yeah,
But if you know,
we'll see.
well, before you, I can't imagine you gotta do it before you.
Well, that's what it said in there, worded. It's worded in there funny. It's open to interpretation is what I'm
It
worried
is.
about.
It is. I'm
But that's
gonna
also
say-
just a draft too, right?
Right,
Right.
right, and that's why
Right.
I believe that it really should look at that section anyway, a little harder and see what we need to have as a town to protect ourselves yet not.
Well, I'll attest to the runoff from my property.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
clean.
There's a little bit.
Jim, you know anything about the ABCC permit for Buck Street?
Jody met with the judge, and just to make sure that all the paperwork was correct, and they signed it. And so it's as it should be at this point, and it will last, it goes on for another
It's a year.
year.
Now, that's, taking into consideration that it hasn't changed hands in that time, right?
As soon as it changes hands,
No, boy.
that permit's null and void.
That's what I, just,
And he did tell Jody that if the deal goes through, it'll be sometime in July.
that's what I was told. Trucks, every one of them breaking down, so, right?
Oh, no.
Today's been, a little bit.
What's going on?
Well, let's see, Friday, power steering box started leaking like crazy, one of the big trucks. Today, the other big truck broke down, we had to get it back to the shop. $500 doing it ourselves, but got it back to the shop, and I had to call someone in that was familiar with international electronics and diagnosed it. We found it needed a part. I mean, it's on its way to being fixed tomorrow, hopefully it'll be up and running again. So, we still have to put a belt on the 550 as soon as I get the tool. We have a belt on it, but it needs to be replaced. And then the other one, the power steering box, will be here Wednesday or Thursday, so we can put the power steering box in the other big truck. And then this truck, the high pressure, one, power steering, yeah, remand, 800. Well, we can do it. Let's save another 16.
That doesn't, yeah, it doesn't sound too bad for us $2.
Yeah, well, it's not bigger than a car.
Oh, yeah, no, that's why
Yeah.
I said it doesn't sound too bad.
No, it isn't, not for that kind of money, you know?
Santa.
Hey, ho, ho, ho,
No bills?
no billing.
David, did you get one on the data loss?
I'm sorry?
Did you see Jody?
The data loss, they were looking for.
Yeah, I don't want to pay until we know
We're
what we're
gonna
doing.
talk about
There's
last.
nothing else then.
I gotta print out
And who
all
was
that.
looking for the data loss?
For Brody, for the treasurer. For the
Oh,
sheriff's.
I'll talk to him later, I thought I'd talk to him, but I don't.
Well, it's just,
Yeah, I can't recall, I might have. I'll make sure.
all right. And you and Jody are taking care of the EVO for the public notice. Jim?
But that's all set.
Where did you guys reading that you have to have a professional come in and sample? I don't get it.
David, we discussed it.
shall perform all, waste,
Yeah,
carry
the
out
town-
sampling, analysis, and
Analysis.
product profiling for material requiring disposal.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
So it just says that you're
Yeah.
disposing oil, you gotta say you're disposing oil, but,
also,
disposing.
must be managed according to all.
This is the town highway, the town of Washington Highway Department shall do it too. Doesn't say you gotta hire some.
That's what it says.
I don't see where you gotta,
We
with
just
this.
have to clarify with Phil.
You gotta make sure you document everything is all,
Oh, yeah.
that's the biggest thing.
It says shall arrange for loading and transport of all waste materials to an appropriately licensed and permitted, receiving
Yeah.
facility.
Yeah.
Waste materials shall be
As
transported
if we have any.
by licensed and permitted
Right,
vehicles.
so if it's,
Yeah, licensed and
if
permitted.
it's hazardous material, you gotta have a hazmat endorsement. If it's not hazardous material,
Right.
you gotta have a CDL, period.
Well, if it's, well, any, that's considered hazardous.
What is? There's nothing in there says,
Waste material.
nothing in there says anything is hazardous.
Well, I'm pretty sure that
You gotta
that came
keep
up
this-
as hazardous.
I don't know, unless it's elsewhere, but
I mean, we have no
this here says,
chemical plants in
you
this
characterize it.
Right.
You know, it's nothing but pond runoff, if anything, or it's
Yeah.
hazardous.
Well, yeah, right, yeah, well, it's,
Yeah,
I'm just saying that this could be open to interpretation,
yeah, you probably wanna get it clarified, but
that's what I'm saying.
to me, it says
To you, it says that.
when you're gonna dispose of something, you gotta characterize it.
Well,
If
You
clean
know,
out garbage, you
Phil
characterize it as
Clark
dirt.
says it's considered hazardous material the minute you take it off out of there. Phil Clark says it's hazardous material.
That I don't understand.
And by law, it is
I
hazardous
remember
material.
you saying that, yeah, which,
And that's what I'm saying, hazardous
Yeah,
material.
that's written someplace else.
Well, that's state law.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you can't get street sweepings anymore, because it's now considered hazardous material. The only thing I can do with street sweepings, which you see on the side of the road, is I can put it on dirt roads or I can mix it back into our sand. That's all I can do with it, because it's hazardous material. So if we dig it out of culvert pipe, that's what I'm saying, you know?
I can't believe it.
I'm just saying,
It's just,
I think it's really stupid,
Yeah.
okay? I think it's stupid,
It's idiotic.
very stupid, but that's how the conversation went last
So
week.
when is water gonna become hazardous?
Who says it's not?
that's right.
To some people, it could be, right?
What else we got, Mike?
County treasurer, administrative assistant, administrative assistant.
Jody may have something, want me to go see?
Sure.
Okay, so,
For the record, there's no meeting on the 23rd or the 30th.
So what else is going on down there, Dave? Everything good?
well, yeah, busy.
Bill was holding up the,
Busy day, let's see, the phone guy shows up, the same time the guy with the steel shows up, the same time the mechanic shows up.
About the,
Working, anybody shows up at the same time.
program.
Other than that, doing pretty good, not sure what the snow's gonna do tomorrow. We're actually gonna get it this time.
What do you got?
what do you got, Joey? Anything?
I could just give you a quick update on the alcohol license. Health agent Scott just did his inspection of Buck Steep, so he's got his report in there. I'm waiting for the fire chief and the building inspector to do theirs. I believe the fire chief may have been there today, or he has an appointment tomorrow. We have to get that approved or not approved. We have to report back to the state by the 31st, so.
Right, there's only one more meeting, I think, for us this month.
Right.
I have sent a couple of different emails to those inspectors telling them that we need their
Yeah.
recommendations so the board can make their decision. And then I'm just working with Dan on the Berkshire Public Health Alliance. We got a couple of invoices that were sent through that they're looking for payment for, and one of them's pretty old. But we're just going through and making sure that the revolving account was paid. He's comparing what was deposited with my spreadsheet and.
Is there an application
No, this is my warrant. No, this is a well permit.
there? Okay.
I was showing Dan the copy of the check that we received in the revolving account. I did put an application in there for the assessor's position.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, you're interviewing next week at 6:30, a candidate for
Is Jim here?
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said last week that we weren't going to interviews until the
Yeah.
full board was here.
Okay, that's why I thought you said do it on the 16th.
He's off next week. That's really
He's
close.
back on the 16th.
Is it the 16th? All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then might as well continue the roll, too.
okay. Rose, can you be here at 6:45 for an interview on December 16th? Sure. Done.
Okay.
It should only take 15 minutes, correct?
Yeah, should make that one.
Oh, I got these questions that I'm going to answer. I figure about an hour and a half per candidate.
Is Dave the chairman of the...
Haven't really.
Did you want to do that? What is that? You better than...
Do you have anything for us, Trish?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Good.
Mr. Spencer is going to be on the interview committee as well.
Of course he is, he always is.
He always is, yes, confirmed.
Next Monday at 6:45?
6:30 and 6:45.
6:30.
We have two candidates.
What's the interview for?
Assessors. The third assessor position. Was it third or second? It's
I
third.
think it's the second, because one's an assessor consultant.
This is 16th, you said?
And is everything in
Yeah.
it?
That helps. It doesn't always work, but it helps.
Okay. And I may have to buy a new power cord for my laptop. Last Monday, when I brought it home Tuesday, I couldn't get it to charge my computer. But I finagled it and wiggled it a little bit and got it to start charging, but with electronics, that usually doesn't last too long.
So he broke the cord.
I don't think it's broken, I just think it was a huge. I think Jan tripped over it last week, but she's afraid to tell me.
Could be.
As I was
Or
wondering,
Mike did on his way by.
With her cleats.
Yeah, or Mike did on his way by.
I've done it once.
Yeah.
as I was buying an expensive laptop at Staples, they were telling me that the average life now is about 2 or 3 years
The power cord?
for the whole machine.
Really?
Yeah, which is awful.
That's crazy.
Well, they're outdated by then anyway.
This is 12 years old.
Yeah, I'm running a desktop at home, it's almost that old.
Mine's 20, my desktop, but I upgraded it. My laptop at home is just as old. It's like a thick thing,
Is it?
but it still works. The battery's about shot.
Don't buy a new one, it's only gonna last 3 years.
Yes.
I've got an Atari up in my attic to sell.
But,
I finally threw that out.
anyways, I don't think I have anything else.
It's all
But I'll put
Yeah,
up
it's
speed conversation
But you got
on
a
the
school
agenda
board.
for next week.
Yeah.
It's not like we for bills, because you got a school board.
He doesn't have to do a sprinkler system or anything like that, right? He's just gonna do
No,
the
they're still
school
grandfathered
practice.
because there is no sale until July. So in talking to Don, Rudy, and Judy the other day, they want to continue permitting under their operations. They're not sure if the sale's going to go through or not, so, they're business as usual. Yeah, yeah, their alcohol beverage license has to be approved by the end of the month.
So the rumor of the CIA Black Ops base, it might fall through?
Is that true?
I think you'd have better luck that there's terrorists because we already have the Marines training up the road.
Oh, okay.
So if we wanted to go for full 100% irony, we would need to have both sides of the spectrum, good and evil in the same road.
With an alcohol license.
No, they have to go through the whole new process in July with the new owners. And it would be a whole new license if that's what they choose to do, so. $750.
Extra check.
And Summit Hill Campground decided not to go through with applying for a seasonal alcohol license, beverage license. So,
They're applying for year round.
no, they were gonna do seasonal and not to serve drinks, but to sell alcohol in a little store. But they've chosen not to do that.
How much, is that license?
That's the same.
Oh, see?
The process is a little bit different. It's that process that I came up with. Most of it was plagiarized from the AABC website.
Well, that's the only 2 liquor licenses that we have.
We only have one. That was just, we would have had 2,
Yeah.
but they decided not to, so.
There's what, there's 12 or 14 more available?
Well, there's tons of it.
Are you gonna open one? You don't have horses anymore, you can.
It was liability. Crazy.
And then,
Trying to fire water.
I don't know if the board wants to continue doing the permitting the way that we have been doing it. Where I fill out all the permits and you guys sign them and then we chase people down the street and pay us money to get them.
We don't like getting people down.
I mean, can we just write a letter and say that yours is gonna be due and if you need,
Yeah.
come in and get it, so we're not actually filling out the license in advance, because I picked up a whole handful from Alex and that's been left from last year.
Right. Whatever's easiest.
Yeah.
More professionals than.
Because those will all be signed next week as well. But that's all I have.
59,000.
What do we,
It's a small package, but it's a big package.
Yeah.
what do we pay that, like 2,000?
4 times a year.
4 times a year. Yeah.
Yeah, you're paying just over 600,000.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, no. Dump them in a heartbeat. No, the school board, school district.
Yeah, school district, not school board. Because I haven't seen any of them in the 5 years I've been there. Do you know how many students we actually have total?
I have it on a schedule at home, so I have it back at home.
What do you got for us, chief?
Nothing.
Nothing, come on.
Okay.
The bus is still running.
Got the school bus, I told you, runs very nicely
Is it all marked up?
with dirt. No, nothing marked up. Someone after the first of the year and stuff like that, there was a mentioning of it being maybe possibly used for the council on aging if they want to go someplace.
You think, I think that was shot down.
Was it shut down? Okay, because I was gonna say, I found out the rules and regulations about it.
Can't do it.
It's not a neat idea.
No.
No, it's not a good idea. Let's take care of that.
It was a nice spot.
Is there?
Last year.
Yeah, it was a great
It's a
spot.
school.
Yeah, I was glad we came to that. Was there a reason I,
You have to be a certified driver. That's one of the things, what it does, it turns into, down to Pittsburgh, they have, not Meals on Wheels, the older services. Now it's at the point that they have to go and pick these up and bring them to doctor's appointments and dentist appointments. It's on the
Full-time
end.
driver
Yeah.
benefits.
you order for a job?
You guys are all set then?
Yeah. Well, so, nice, it's always been-
Pay some bills.
You paid for this?
Huh?
You paid for this?
Which is fine.
Yeah, is the rest gone?
No, you see the piles it up, it's like a bonfire.
All the the log, you mean?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. But getting marshmallows ready. That was a great fire, yeah. They dumped it right in the pit.
Oh, yeah.
Lost it.
So all the logs, you're saying, were left? The logs?
Yeah.
I never had more stuff piled up.
Yeah.
Actually,
Did you start that mower?
70 package.
I have one.
You save $9,000.
You got it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I haven't any time off.
Really?
But they had $20.
Dude, it's going like crazy, you ain't gonna have any time.
Is it supposed to?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you know how that works.
No, I don't.
At least at night.
Is it supposed to, yeah? Supposed to?
Yeah,
Yeah, whatever it is.
just emotions.
Well, you
Nothing
know,
major.
Nothing major.
50 disease.
That's what not enough that you want to drop the plow on one of your driveway.
All right.
They don't,
Yeah, you better go for the snow first.
Yeah, only if you have it, that's for sure.
but
You know?
you need
Put
to take.
shoes on your plow.
things at the town.
You got plow shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Take care of
Make
it.
sure you're down long ways.
He thinks I hold
Yeah, so you say your blade up.
Yeah, so you don't beat the daylights out of your blade.
Right.
I agree with them.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't he store all the town's money at his house?
Does he what?
Store the town's money at his house?
Of course he does.
I told you.
It's all in a shoebox in the basement.
Only kidding. It's a joke.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
But anyhow. You got any questions for me? Because I'm going to take off.
Yeah, no, we're gonna be right behind you. We're running out of time here.
The treasurer says it's the end of the year and he's caught up.
Perfect. That's it, there you go. Jen, you getting all this?
Oh, yeah.
So I actually, I don't know what else we got.
That's it, Mike. That's what I can say.
Then if there's no objection from the production crew, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. All those in favor?
All right?
Aye. That's it. Jan, how's that?
That was very good. Very streamlined.